So Sue, what the heck? Myles is running and it's hooked up to the Honda. What's happening here?
All right. We are now leaving. We're at Indian Creek Campground in Deer Lodge, Montana. And it's July 24th?
Correct.
25th, 24th. And it is smoky here. It is so hazy from the fires in Washington, Oregon, actually in Montana, West Montana. And you can't even see the mountains
well,
back
right
there.
in back of me, Sue, if you pan a little bit, there's mountains back there, but you can't really hardly see them.
Yeah.
At any rate, unlike a lot of channels that will jump in their rig and drive 10 hours, and then they show the screenshot and, they start out in the morning and they're pulling in at night, we don't understand that, okay? We're retired. The whole deal
I understand it. They're on the go, but that's not our style.
Yeah, well, and it makes for a great video to go 10 hours and then you're at someplace exciting. We're going from Deer Lodge, which we actually did find exciting, and we're going to have an episode on that.
We did.
Pardon?
This is after, so we did have an episode.
Okay.
But depends upon the time we publish this.
Where we put this. And it was a great visit, but now we're going to Bear Canyon Campground, and we're going to be there for 4 nights, and we've got 3 nights worth of activities booked. We're going to go to a great Bozeman
Hot Springs Spa.
And then there's a really great museum that's there. And then what was the third thing?
Livingston. We're going to go to Livingston.
No, that was the 4th possible
thing. That's
thing.
my thing. It's a very artsy town from what we've heard. So we're going to go there.
Right. One of the other things was hers was a really great nighttime
farmer's market. Yay! Summertime farmer's market.
So,
I love that.
Let's jump in a rig. We got 2 hours. Hopefully there's no calamities in that.
2 hours.
Yeah.
I think we can do it without a stop. What do you say?
Well, let's do it slow motion and then it'll look like it took like a long time.
Oh my God. Here we go. I always like to check out how we're going to enter the RV park ahead of time on a satellite view.
Turn right at the stop sign, then keep left.
The entrance into this campground was a little different. After taking a right, we had to do an immediate left, kind of a little zigzag, to get onto the entrance road, which runs right along the main road. Not that difficult, but still, I like to check ahead of time so there's no panic or surprises.
There's a sign, Bear Creek Campground. Oh, I go up straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right, we got it. Up the ramp.
Keep left on the road.
Turn left, then turn right.
Arriving at Bear Canyon Campground on the left.
Bear Canyon RV Park is only 10 minutes from Bozeman, making it a great location for us as we toured the city. It's up on a hill and has a great view, and it offers cabins, RV sites, and tent sites with a heated pool. It worked well for us. Ready to go, Mark?
Well, as you know, we're going to the Bozeman Hot Springs today, and we weren't there 2 years ago, and the place is just absolutely awesome with all sorts of different pools. And then these hot pools are different temperatures, and they're in front of a stage. And in fact, tonight there's a performer performing from 7 to 10. Kind of got a dilemma here. I'm thinking that I want to take some video footage for the channel, but I'm realizing that although we would increase subscribers if they caught you in a swimming suit because you're a pretty awesome looking wife, that I'm thinking the net loss will be probably half the subscribers when they see me in a suit, and that's not even that bad. I'm worrying about losing your parents and my parents as subscribers, so I'm pretty sure that we're not going to take any footage today. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right. Plus, I didn't shave today.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Mark, I asked you to.
I was busy editing
Oh my God.
video
Excuses,
for
excuses.
August 8th video I'm working on right now. What
All
day
right.
is it today?
I'm retired. I don't know. What is
Sure,
it?
I don't know, July 24th or something. I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's get going.
So as you can see, this parking lot actually has room for big rigs. And way back here, you can see there's a motorhome. And over here, we've got a fifth wheel. You should check out the Bozeman Hot Springs website. It has 12 amazing pools ranging from 57 to 106 degrees. And they also have a gym. There are 4 outdoor pools with a stage, and they offer musical events every Thursday and Sunday. And it just happens to be a Sunday when we're there. The 8 indoor pools have the largest range of temperatures from 106 to 57. All right, so there's nobody behind us, but we don't really want to show the pools in front of us, but this place is awesome.
Tell them about your plunge.
Oh yeah, oh my God. If you go indoors, there's several hot tubs, but there's a couple cold plunges. One was 56 degrees. 56 degrees. It was ice water. It was awesome. Wasn't it awesome?
Yeah, I mean, there's literally, I want to say 9 different temperatures of pools there. And they varied from 56 degrees, which she went in full, all the way down to the neck. 56, you did that at least 2.5 times.
Yeah.
And the hottest one, I think, was 106.
Yeah. It was awesome. I highly recommend Hot Springs Spa in Bozeman, Montana. And we're waiting for the music. It's warming up. They've got live music going. It's Sunday night.
Right? And we'll show you what it looks like when it gets dark here. It's awesome.
Oh my God, yeah. It's yeah.
Right. And we're going to Photoshop me and buff me up a little bit.
That'd be pretty buff there, baby.
So it was 95 or 96 degrees at one time today, and I went in the main pool and I took the plunge.
Oh God.
Sue took this one.
Yeah.
You know, pretty similar.
This is what was in the bag. Is this correct? Oh. Are you videotaping me?
Yes. What did you do, you naughty girl?
I am naughty. I forgot our charger. I keep thinking my battery runs low on my phone, so it's like, well, Mark bought this. Why am I not carrying it? So we had to come back because I was down to 65%, and that won't do.
Well, why won't it do?
Because we have a lot of recording to do.
Right. For the ultra interesting museum segment we're going to be doing.
Ultra interesting to us. We'll see
Yeah.
how everybody else feels.
We don't care. We love museums, and we want to take the folks along that also love museums.
That's right.
And,
It looks like I'm good.
yeah.
All right. Let
honey,
me have that phone. I'm ready to charge.
turn off your phone.
Mark, don't even think about it.
So the OJiM engineering portion of the show, you'll notice the legs and the sockets. It's kind of midpoint. And this tail is real long, and the body, of course, is real long. but the tail, if you ever notice, is real meaty, and it's got a lot of mass, and it can be sucked over that way. So, you know, there's a certain percentage of the weight that this poor guy had to hold up here was all done by his tail. Otherwise, he'd have to have abdominal muscles like you wouldn't believe, you know. So the thing was like balanced here.
And there it is.
Yep. And just like on the RV, when you're going over sidewalks and you're going into parking lots, you don't want to drag the rear of your rig and get stuck. You'll notice that old Big Mike here, he had a skid plate too.
Oh, wow.
Come on, let's go in, Sue. We got lots of stuff to
Yeah,
learn.
we're just getting started. Sheesh. All right, it looks like we're starting with landforms and life forms, dealing with the landscape and all the geological forces. Whoa, Mark, this looks like an engineering thing. Got the food cycle, water cycle. Wow, this is really cool. As was pretty much everything we saw here. Museum of the Rockies is affiliated with Montana State University in Bozeman, and now also the Smithsonian Institution. This museum also has the largest Tyrannosaurus skull ever discovered, and it houses the largest collection of dinosaur remains in the United States. So if you have a dinosaur lover, you really want to come here. The museum's collections focus on the physical and cultural history of the Rocky Mountains and the people and animals who have lived there.
So we're in the Museum of the Rockies display here, and we just discovered actually the first Dutch Star ever made. You'll notice it's got the rounded Dutch look to it. Let's take a look inside and see what it looks like. You'll see that it only sleeps 2 people in the back. It's got a window. That was actually the fire escape window, which was pretty good back then. And then it's got the stove off here to the right. This is not an all-electric coach. It was not even propane. It's a wood coach. So we were really fortunate to see this first Dutch Star that was ever produced.
They also have a planetarium, which is always fun to see. And then, of course, exit through the gift shop. Then when you're done looking at everything inside, you gotta come outside. There's the Living History Farm, Museum of the Rockies.
But we have a pro tip.
Yeah.
If you're going to get your grandson or granddaughter a postcard, the laser ones are $3.
So 3D ones?
The 3D ones. And this one here, which you can imagine how much the postal office is going to like this one. This one was $5.75.
Oh, it's so worth it. If you have a dinosaur lover, it is so worth it.
Yeah. I want Alex to send me a picture to see what that baby looks like once it gets there.
That's pretty cool. We got a farmhouse. Got a house back here with a grass roof. So here they're trying to get people out into this area, and they actually gave them land, 160 acres. And if they survived and stayed after 5 years, it was theirs. So here they've got the original house. It was moved from Willow Creek, Montana, in one piece and restored to its original 1890 condition. Wow, after restoration, the house was dedicated to Montana. And there it is.
So here's the Sears, Roebuck and Company catalog from 1896. And it's like Amazon. Okay. Yeah, we need some bolts. We need some of them, their carriage bolts, and And then you go, well, if you need an umbrella, you know, for something.
Really is Amazon.
Yeah.
No, Amazon is Sears Roebuck. Come on, let's get
Yeah,
that straight.
shoes. That must have been a treat. You know, it's not like Amazon. You can take them back if they're a little bit too tight.
Okay.
Wow.
So not only was the house really cool, we got your outhouse, the backyard's pretty neat too. This is a really, really well done display of history. They even have chickens here. Mark's getting nervous looking at this machine.
Wow.
Not OSHA safe.
No.
Careful. Mark is still studying the machine.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hard way they had to do everything. They got the gear timing here for some kind of reciprocating gimmickry there to get the valves so that this piston can go back and forth and rotate this. And you got the flywheels here to smooth things out, but then you got the belt here, which is your prime mover that you attach to this flat area here, which comes across over here. So you've got to like drag this heavy thing in the right position so that the belt is positioned, and then you put your log on that you're going to cut. And that's when you thank your lucky stars that back in 1896 there was the beginning of OSHA, because you've got this nice safety guard here that will keep you safe when you're humping and pushing this into the blade assembly there. You don't have to,
Let's not forget this guard too.
that's true, Sue.
safety happening there.
That's nice, yeah. Very good. No.
Here's the Ritz. Cooler down here? Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go check out the vegetable garden. It's one that I envy. They truly do grow vegetables throughout the summer. Looking like harvest is pretty good. Got the lettuce ready. Corn is looking high. Nice. So I've got to say that is probably the best display for how history was back in the day. I mean, they had people that were actually sitting there in the kitchen, dressed in the right attire, and also somebody in the blacksmith, somebody on the porch answering questions. So bravo Montana on showing history how it was.
A lot of times Sue and I think, well, when we're all done touring with Miles, we're going to get something smaller so that we can come to things like museums and different roadside things and basically give Nomadic Fanatic a run for his money by going to the quirky roadside places. But you gotta hand it to these people that they've got these big rigs. Now this is a diesel motorhome, this Palazzo. They're from Florida, at least they got North Trail on there, and they just go to places like this, so it doesn't bother them at all. They're like,
Would you do this if you had something smaller?
hey, well, you know,
RV parking.
I might do
They
it.
actually do designate this
Yeah,
area to
overflow
RV parking.
I'm nervous right now, and I'm just driving my Honda in it, you know?
God. Settle down, big boy.
Yeah.
Oh, bluebird.
Yep.
Right, another adventure in Bozeman, Montana. We are at the farmers market, and it's July right now, and I think June through early September they have this farmers market, and it's on Tuesday at night from 5 until I'm not sure when, which makes sense because right now it's like 90 degrees, so any earlier would have been really hot. So another adventure in Bozeman, Montana.
One of the things that we love to do as RV tourists is we love to attend the, what do you call this? A farmer's market. And because we're retired, we can actually be on time when they're in the evening. When they're in the morning, we're always late because I never get out of bed. But this one starts at 5 and it's only about, what, 4:15? So this is kind of the calm before the storm. We'll see how well attended it is. We actually budgeted our calories today so that we can eat. So if I am eating a cinnamon roll, trust me, I didn't eat much today, so that I could eat it with clear conscience.
So we've got all kinds of artists on display here. This is my kind of farmer's market. Like they probably have a petting area too. Oh, alpacas for sale. Interesting. I want one. Can I have one more? Got a few assortments of food to buy while you're here.
So I don't even know what soba noodles are, but they sound like they're noodles. And I saw them throwing a bunch of vegetables in there. So I'm standing in line because everybody else is standing in line, but they're standing in line because everybody else is standing in line. And the only thing that's guaranteeing I'm making the right decision is the lady in back of you is going, it's good. Yeah.
Mark's going in.
Which size? Should we buy the size that lasts to Cody, Wyoming, or to Hill City, South Dakota?
Ooh, wow. Let's make it last. Let's go big or go home. It's over, Mark?
Well, it has to be. I can't carry any more stuff.
All right. We hunted, we gathered, and now it's time to go home. All right, we're on another adventure near Bozeman, Montana, and we're now in Livingston, Montana. And we're looking for this really cute little cafe called Eastside Coffee. It's supposed to be really wonderful. And Google took us pretty much here. When we plan our trips, we use RV Trip Wizard, and I like to also look at Google Maps. I really like Google Maps because it gives you live reports on traffic slowdowns, detours, things like that. When we're in towns doing our tourist thing, we also use Google Maps. There have been just a couple times that it steered us wrong, and this actually is one of those times. Hi there, can you tell me can you tell me how long you're open today?
Till noon.
And where are you located?
We're on Clark Street between C and D.
Okay, is there a sign that will tell us where you are? Because we just drove by there.
Yeah, see, Google Maps got it wrong.
Okay.
You were probably looking to your right and saw a apartment building.
Yeah.
That's not us.
Okay.
If you look to your left, it's the one with the big coffee cup on the side of the building, and there's a red umbrella. And
okay. All right. We'll be there in a minute. Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Bye.
So we actually came from the other direction. There you can see on the right the Google Map location, and we never even thought to turn our heads. And there it is. All right, here we go. Eastside Coffee. And this is actually one of my favorite things to do when we go to different cities and towns, is check out some really cozy, cute little coffee shops. And this one is a gem. The Eastside Coffee is owned by a couple, and they make some fantastic bakery. But you gotta get there early. So let's go check this out. Oh boy. Let's go see if we can find some shade. Ooh, is this beautiful. What a great meal. So we got a little extra treat. She put the roll on there too. Nice. Right, so Mark just asked, what is it like in winter? And this is what we were shown.
It's snow. I mean, I want to see the snow that's 14 feet deep.
Oh my gosh.
You have to go on the there too.
I'm cold just looking at it. So now we're getting a view of the mountains that we're missing. Look at that. Wow. Wow.
Look at the bright side, honey. We're saving a lot of money. We just look at that picture.
We don't have to.
We don't have all the diesel costs we're saving.
We ended up coming to Livingston, Montana because we heard that it was a real artsy town. And it actually has become a regional arts hub and has a number of galleries that have just skyrocketed in the recent years. But because we were there on a Monday, we weren't seeing too much action. But we are so happy that we came across this coffee shop. Highly recommend it. And just to conclude, this area, Bozeman, is really great. We were here a few years ago, and there's so much more going on, especially with the university. One of our favorites was the Computer Museum. Check that out. See you next time. Thanks for watching.